right? You're in a dungeon room, you share time with people. A PE class, you have to make time around that.
Yeah.
Now you're building one of the best facilities on the planet. You've gone from, 11 years, 12 years now, right? You've gone from Hofstra, Long Island, to Ohio State, having the best thing going on the planet. Obviously, State College is a pretty good thing too. But what's that like for you? And does that come to mind when, like, hey man, we gotta promote this. We gotta bring people in. We gotta put eyeballs on it.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of pillars to success. Certainly, one of them is a complex that is as special as the people that train in it. And we didn't have that. We have a good facility, but now we have an elite facility. So that was a fundamental building block that I knew when I got there that we were going to have to do. And most importantly, despite what I want to do, I've got an athletic director that says, "All right, let's do it. We'll team together. We'll get the funds raised and we'll build it." So that's a building block. The other building block is an Olympic training center. Every elite organization has individuals in it that are the highest level. That young people coming in can say that's the standard I want to get to, and we have that. So now there aren't any pillars of necessities to remain an elite organization. I guess the last piece, there's other pieces, but the last piece is just people of character. People that make good choices, people that understand to run toward the things you should, but also run away from the things that you should. And as long as we continue to do that, we'll be in good shape for a long time.
Tom, you said before the tournament that the NCAA runner-up here was probably going to be the greatest NCAA runner-up, and that's the way it turned out. I mean, is this bittersweet for you?
I'd be lying if I said that it wasn't. We came here, 3 seniors led the way the last 4 years. We've been first, third, second. So there's some pain with it, but there's also, when you get over that, the human side of it, you embrace the blessings. And the blessings are the relationships and the way these guys fought back, the way we competed. So I'm proud of the team.
Can you just kind of take me through your emotions you felt when Miles looked like he was going to stick him and then it just turned around so quickly?
We had the math done. We needed help from one. We got help from Valencia, and then we needed Bebo. And I mean, this thing was set up for, I've watched a lot of sports, but an epic ending. You've got the Olympic champion trying to beat the 280-pound tremendous wrestler himself to win the team title. Miles gets that win, and Miles came to wrestle. Hit him with a beautiful double leg to begin, hit him with another one. He was ready to wrestle. We don't know what the end result would have been had it gone on, but I believe had it gone on, Miles would have the result that he had hoped for.
Cael said it stung more a little bit because of the way that he got pinned in the first period. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely. You go from up 4-0. He had 2-2, up 4-0, and he was looking for the fall. He had him in a position where Bo had the cement mixer position, bailed out of it, was giving up back points because he bailed out of it. Because we chased him the way we did, he went back to it. Now momentum, he just used our momentum. You see him knee us between the legs. He take us to raise our hips even more and took us over. Credit to Bo Nickel, he's dangerous. Credit to Miles Martin for not being afraid to put himself in a position to help himself and help his team.
When you see Cael gut out that win, do you kind of look back and think what if is a lot more bittersweet?
Well, when you look at the points, listen, we can look at a lot of matches that happened this weekend. The Keyshawn Hayes quarterfinal was huge. We have reversal. We go reversal. That reversal is a 7-point match. We lost by 7, maybe 8, because we celebrated with a headgear. So if Keyshawn Hayes gets that reversal, which it was an overtime questionable call, maybe they made the right call irrelevant, but that was 7 points. So we can look back at points everywhere. The bottom line is it wasn't enough.
Tom, Cael's career was so unique because of his international success.
Yeah.
He had 4 losses, but Cael has 0.
Yeah.
Where would you think he would rank all time?
Greatest of all time. Greatest of all time. Cael Sanderson was ridiculous. Never lost. But he also never made a world team until he was out of college. This is a guy that was doing double duty. He was overseas, winning world championships, also winning national championships. Unheard of. There has not been a wrestler like him, in my opinion,
so he's the GOAT.
At this point in his career. At this point in his career, yes.
Do you have any idea how much money he gave up by wrestling in college?
I don't know, maybe $250,000, $300,000 a year in endorsements. You know, wrestling isn't. You're not going to get the huge deals and endorsements. But his dad said to him after he won the Olympics, he had contemplated it, And his dad said to him, I thought, this is where this kid, his mindset is. His dad said to him, and Cael said, maybe I should just, wrestle internationally. The other problem is that, he risks, from a health standpoint, in my opinion, you risk health every time you wrestle someone that's 60 pounds more than you. It is we have weight classes for a reason. So that's one of the pieces of coming back. Not the fear of losing, the fear of how long do I continue to wrestle this far above my weight. So his dad said to him, when Cael said, maybe I should just focus on freestyling, he said, you said you wanted to be the best wrestler in the world, not the wealthiest man in the world. And his dad has got this unique way of sharing truth and love with his son. And he guaranteed in that house you get truth. And when you raise people with truth all the time, this is what you see. You see men like this in the world. And not to get too philosophical, but often we're raised with not enough truth. This guy's raised with truth, and you're watching something really special.
Tom, you know what true loss is off the mat.
Yeah.
What does this feel like compared to true loss?
This is discomfort. This is uncomfortable. First would have been nice, but there are pains in this life that take you to a place far deeper than this ever could. So, but I don't want to minimize the discomfort that we're all feeling, because there's a discomfort.
Will you go back home and turn the page from this right away, or will you start looking back at all the positions and points where stuff could have added up?
You have to assess. You have to assess. We have to assess the things that we did well as a staff and didn't do well as a staff. Colin Moore wasn't ready. We talked to him about it before. He was not ready for an upper body throw like that. There's some things that we could have done differently, so we assessed what we did. What we did well. We had a summit, coaches summit. What did we do well? What did we not do well? And then who's coming in? Who are these freshmen coming in? What's the plan for them? What's the plan for the current guys we have? Is anybody changing weight classes? There's a lot to do. Penn State's got a lot of points back, but so do we.
Where does this team go without Cael on and off the mat? He was just talking about how he, aimed to set an example.
Yeah. And his example will spill over for years here. Miles saw his example. McKenna saw his example. They will represent his example in the room all year. Pletcher will see Miles' example. And the guys coming in will see their example. And the trickle-down effect will be felt for years. Not for 1 year, for 2 years, but for years, this program is now in a place to do things like we've been doing at a high level. So he's also not leaving the room. He's going to be in the room until 2028 at least, as will Nate Tomasello, and as will Bo Jordan. So all these guys, they do not leave the room. They're with us.
You talked about discomfort. What kind of discomfort does it put on you in the corner when Bo Nickel's out there on the other side and has that set of dangerous skills?
Yeah, he's listen, you give the guy credit for having no fear of wrestling. I mean, he has no fear of wrestling. He loves to wrestle, and he's not afraid to put himself in those positions. Either was our guy tonight. So he's not a guy that you necessarily think, at any moment it can be a position like that. And he got us tonight, and we'll see him next year.
Tom, Cleveland this year, Pittsburgh next
Yeah.
year. How do you feel about this team for next year?
I feel great. We got a lot of great red shirts in the room. We got a bunch of points back. We got guys that are feeling the pain of not achieving what they believed they were going to. This, I hope, is a blessing for Colin Moore. Colin Moore, I thought was going to walk through the tournament. Last year at this time, if you said Colin Moore was fourth, I would say no way. Coaching mistake. You should never think that way. There's always a way. And